Thanks a lot. Okay. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gary Miller. I used to be in a band called the Whiskey Priests. Well, it was my band with my brother for about 17 years. But that ended back in 2002. And since then, I stopped performing and recording live for a long time. And thought I would never ever go back to it. I thought you'd be a fool to go back to the music. I was involved in the music industry in other ways for my sins, but I thought you'd be a fool to go back into performing and recording some muck's game. So here I am, mug all over my forehead. So yeah, last year I recorded my first CD of new material in about 10 years, and it kind of give me the incentive to start doing it all again. And that I'm going to play a couple of songs now off the new CD. Might as well try and promote it, mightn't I? And this CD grew out of a project I did in the city of York last year. I did a project at York Art Gallery for an exhibition. I worked with a group of people writing songs and poetry, and the poems were collected in 2 lovely books, and I was commissioned to write some songs as well for the project, which is basically how the album came about. The album's called Reflections on War, same title as the exhibition, so all the songs have a war-related theme, but it goes a little bit deeper than that, because all the songs are either based on paintings, pictures, memorabilia from York Museum's collection of war-themed art and memorabilia, or they grew out of stories that were related to me, personal stories by the people I worked with, either things they went through themselves during wartime or stories of their relations. So I'm going to play a couple of songs now about true stories from the first one. Is about a guy. I met his granddaughter, who's now in her 70s, late 60s, early 70s, and she told me the story of a grandfather who'd prior to the outbreak of the First World War, he'd been a military bandsman, brass bandsman. He played the cornet, and I was instantly drawn to this story because I had 2 great uncles in the Coldstream Guards who played cornet and euphonium. I wrote 2 songs about this guy. This one I'm playing now tells the story of the fact that he was a military bandsman prior to the outbreak of the war, the First World War, and then during the war, when war broke out, he signed up, he joined up and volunteered as an artillery officer, and twice during the Battle of Ypres, he was attacked by, he suffered from mustard gas attacks, which damaged his lungs, and although he lived to the ripe old age of 94, after the First World War, because of the injury to his lungs, he was never ever able to play the cornet ever again. So this is about him. His name's Archibald Frederick Harold Mill, and the song's called Boulder's Brass. You like it. Sat in your uniform, looking real class, striking a pose as bold as brass. You played a mean cornet in a military band, the finest sound in all of the land. The girls, they all adored you. It was always a lark when the band came to play in Battersea Park. Polished and proud, a mighty fine gang, all for one for all, when the instruments sang. So blow on your cornet, blow it loud and proud, when the band would strike up with a head sepia tones shows all of the boys in impeccable roles. Trombones, euphoniums, marching snares and bass drum, cornets and tuba, and a shield proudly won. So blow on your cornet, blow it loud and proud, when the band would strike up, what a heavenly sound. As the call went out, there's a war to be won. Rifles and bayonets replaced cornets and drums, while down on the platform there was not a dry eye, as they wished you luck, as they waved you goodbye. An artillery officer, astride a fine mount, twice gassed amidst the carnage, still not out for the count, but no longer to blow. So hold on your brass, with your lungs constricted by the harsh mustard gas. So blow on your cornet, blow it loud and proud, when the band would strike up, what a heavenly sound. And though sweet music fades, its memory flows. I am playing in heaven, now God only knows, as the angels sing when your cornet blows. I'll be blowing your trumpet wherever I go. Thank you very much.